Louisiana Purchase, Lewis and Clark. Yeah, my boys.
The Louisiana Purchase all started with one person, Thomas Jefferson.
Boom. What was the Louisiana Purchase?
The Louisiana Purchase in 1803 was when the United States purchased approximately 828 million square miles of territory from France.
Why did Thomas Jefferson want the land so badly besides the fact that it was so much land for so little money?
The day that France takes possession of New Orleans, we must marry ourselves to the British fleet and nation, a famous quote from Thomas Jefferson.
President Thomas Jefferson sought to purchase the town of New Orleans and the surrounding territory from the French in order to secure trading routes from the United States. He wanted to prevent any disruption in American economics that would come from disrupted trade.
Thomas Jefferson created a treaty with Napoleon Bonaparte in 1804 to purchase the Louisiana Territory. It allowed Jefferson to double the size of the United States under his presidency.
Why did France sell the United States so much land for so little money?
Tension was building between Britain and France. Napoleon knew that a lot of money would be needed for their upcoming war with Britain, so they sold the Louisiana Territory to acquire enough money for war. The territory purchased stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains and from the Canadian border to the Gulf of Mexico.
Why was the purchase of the Louisiana Territory so controversial?
Jefferson was known to have a strict interpretation of the Constitution. The purchase was controversial because the Constitution did not have a law stating that a president could add land to the United States. Therefore, he had no constitutional authority to buy the land. Some people did not like the Louisiana Purchase because they thought westward expansion territory would diminish the power of the Atlantic states. Another reason the Louisiana Purchase was controversial was because people thought it would alienate Great Britain.
The Lewis and Clark Expedition. Why did Lewis and Clark go on the expedition?
In 1803, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark were sent by Thomas Jefferson to explore the purchased territory and find a water route to the Pacific.
What or who did they find on the expedition?
Expecting to find a lot of unexplored land, Lewis and Clark were surprised to find dun 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 dun.
They found 300 species unknown to science, 50 Indian tribes, and the Rockies.
The explorers discovered about 80 species new to science, including future state flowers for Oregon, Idaho, and Montana, as well as the state grass of Montana. Interesting, right? Clark discovered an unusual large stone formation on the Yellowstone River. He named it Pompey's Tower, after the nickname of Sacagawea's son. Lewis went on to describe some of the animals, including the eastern wood rat, which is the first animal new to science encountered on the voyage. They also saw pronghorn antelopes, bighorn sheep, black-tailed deer, mountain beavers, white weasels, mountain goats, coyotes.
What happened during the expedition?
The Lewis and Clark expedition consisted of a select group of military men called the Corps of Discovery to explore the U.S. lands obtained in the 1803 Louisiana Purchase. The purpose of the expedition was both creating maps and documenting plants and animals and establishing trade and identifying natural resources. They were helped by a female Shoshone guide called Sacagawea.
Sacagawea saved the men on multiple occasions and guided them throughout their journeys, while also helping them translate. The Indians most spoken to were the Otto and the Missouri chiefs because Thomas Jefferson told them to be friends with the Indians.
We got young Stace, young Lynch, and young Lens in the cut. You already know what it is. Hey, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the presentation. Deuces.